you're listening to Telephones by the Australian band Vacations, and it's a great example of how we can take a few basic chords and turn them into something really interesting by using just a few extra notes. So the first chord we're looking at today is the G major ninth chord. So if we take our power chord shape just for reference, with the root note on the A string 10th fret, which would be here, we can adopt this lovely diamond formation here, which has the root note, the major third, the major seventh, and the major ninth. Such a lovely chord with a great tonality. The next chord we're looking at will be the E minor 7th chord, which again, if we take our power chord for reference, would have the root note on the 6th string 12th fret, and we can adopt this shape here, which has the root note, the flat 7, the flat 3rd, and the perfect 5th. The next chord in the song uses this same shape, just one fret down, before moving to the D major 7th chord. One more time we'll take our power chord for reference, with the root note on the 10th fret E string, and we adopt a very similar formation, but instead of the flat 7 and the flat 3rd, we've got a major 7 and a major 3rd. So just one more time, the root note, the major 7, the major 3rd, and the perfect 5th. Which leaves us in the end with this. So, just a quick bit of theory. When I first started, I struggled to know why the chords were named what the chords were. So let's break it down below. For your major chord, you've got the root note, the major 3rd, and the perfect 5th. For your major 7th chord, you've got the root note, the major 3rd, the perfect 5th, and the major 7th. For your major 9th chord, you've got the root note, the major 3rd, the perfect 5th, the major 7th, and the major 9th. Something to note, if we were to leave out the major 7th in this chord, where we'd have the root note, the major 3rd, the perfect 5th, and the major 9th, this would then be called an add 9 chord, something to look out for. And finally, it's worth knowing that these chords have a lot of notes and there's only so much room on the fretboard. So often we'll actually leave out the perfect 5th. This doesn't affect the name of the chord because it doesn't really affect the tonality of the chord, and your ear often fills in the missing note anyway. That's it for today's lesson. Any questions, drop a comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one.